Have you ever found out the person you trusted most was lying to you? I did. My wife, Lucia, thought I was still the poor mechanic she married 5 years ago. She did not know I owned the company that owned the building we lived in. Yesterday, I came home early from a business trip. I took the private elevator to our penthouse. When I opened the door, I heard strange noises from the bedroom. My heart beat fast. I walked quietly to the door and saw Lucia in the arms of another man. It was her ex-boyfriend, Marco. They were kissing. I felt the world stop. I did not scream. I did not cry. I just took out my phone and recorded everything. Then I walked back to the elevator and went to the lobby. I called my lawyer. "Prepare the divorce papers," I said. "And cancel all her credit cards." The revenge had begun. My name is Diego. I married Lucia 5 years ago. I was a poor mechanic then. I worked long hours fixing cars. Lucia was a beautiful woman with expensive taste. She always wanted more. I could not give her the life she dreamed of. But I loved her. I worked hard and started a small business. The business grew. Soon, I had a chain of repair shops. Then I invested in real estate. I became rich. But I did not tell Lucia. I wanted to surprise her. I bought a penthouse in the tallest building in the city. I told her we were renting it cheap from a friend. She believed me. She thought I was still struggling. She complained about our small life. She did not know I was a millionaire. Last month, I noticed changes. Lucia started going out more. She came home late. She was cold to me. I suspected something, but I trusted her. Then I found a receipt for a hotel room. My heart broke. I hired a private detective. He gave me photos of Lucia with Marco. They were together for months. I decided to catch them myself. I told Lucia I had a business trip for 3 days. I left the city. But I came back the same night. I waited in the lobby until I saw Marco enter the building. Then I took the elevator up. The rest is what you know. I recorded everything. Now I had proof. And I had a plan. The next morning, I acted normal. I came home with a suitcase, as if I just returned from the trip. Lucia was surprised. "You are back early," she said, her voice nervous. "Yes, the meeting ended fast," I said. I kissed her cheek. She smelled of perfume, not her usual one. I did not say anything. I waited. Over breakfast, I told her a lie. "My friend who owns this penthouse is selling it. We have to move out in 2 weeks." Lucia's face went white. "Move? Where?" "I found a small apartment." "It is cheaper," I said. She looked angry. "I cannot live in a small apartment," she shouted. I shrugged. "It is all I can afford." She stormed out of the room. I smiled. That night, I heard her on the phone. She was talking to Marco. "He is moving us to a tiny apartment. I cannot take it anymore. I want to leave him. I listened from the hallway. The next day, I pretended to go to work. Instead, I went to my real office. I called my lawyer. Prepare the papers. I want her to sign everything away. I also called the doorman. If my wife tries to bring anyone to the penthouse, call me immediately. The doorman agreed. He worked for me, not her. 2 days passed. Lucia was cold and distant. She did not know I was watching her every move. Then, on Friday, the doorman called. "Sir, your wife just entered with a man." I left the office and drove home. My heart was pounding. This was the moment. I arrived at the building. I took the private elevator to the penthouse. I used my key quietly. The lights were dim. I heard voices from the living room. Lucia and Marco were sitting on the sofa, drinking wine. They did not see me. I stood in the shadows and recorded again. "When will you tell him?" Marco asked. "Tonight. I will tell him I want a divorce," Lucia said. "Good. Then we can be together. He is just a poor mechanic. You deserve better." I stepped forward. "I agree. She deserves better." They both jumped. Lucia dropped her glass. "Diego, what are you doing here?" "I live here," I said calmly. "But you are moving out soon," Marco said. "Actually, no. I own this penthouse. I own this building. I own the company that built it." Lucia's face went pale. "What? That is a lie." I pulled out my phone and showed her a document. "This is the deed. My name is on it." She stared at the screen. Her hands shook. "But, you are a mechanic." I was. "Now I am a millionaire. And you threw it all away for him." I looked at Marco. "Get out of my house. Now." Marco ran. Lucia started crying. "Please, Diego, forgive me. I made a mistake." "You made many mistakes. This is the last one." I handed her the divorce papers. "Sign them. You get nothing." She refused. I played the video of her and Marco. "If you do not sign, I will show this to everyone. Your family, your friends, your social media." She signed. I took the papers and left. The next day, I changed the locks. I sold the penthouse. I moved to a new city. I started a new life. And I learned a lesson. Trust is a gift. Do not give it to someone who does not deserve it. The story of Diego teaches us an important lesson. Trust is the foundation of any relationship. When someone breaks that trust, it hurts deeply. But we can recover. We can learn. Diego did not let betrayal destroy him. He used his pain to become stronger. He walked away from a toxic relationship and built a better life. For English learners, this story has many useful words: betrayal, trust, divorce, proof, and revenge. Practice using them in sentences. Remember, you control your own story. If someone lies to you, you have the power to walk away. Do not stay in a place where you are not valued. Like Diego, you can start over. The skyline of a new city awaits. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe for more. Every day, we share a new English story to help you learn. See you next time.